The Spyderco Para3 lightweight, introduced in 2019, is Spyderco's popular Para3 on a diet. The Para3, in turn, is a compact, carry-friendly version of the classic Paramilitary 2. It takes the basic form factor of the Para3 and shaves some weight and bulk off of it, 1 ounce of weight to be exact. While saving 1 ounce maybe doesn't seem super significant, it can make quite a difference depending on your carry preference and your philosophy of use. The Para3 lightweight weighs in at 2.4 ounces, has a blade length of 2.92 inches, and a blade thickness of 0.145 inches. Its overall length is 7.21 inches, and it has a closed length of 4.29 inches. The blade is fully flat ground and is made from CTS BDN1, and the handle is made from fiberglass reinforced nylon, or FRN. It locks up via a slimmed-down compression lock system with a stainless steel bar inset into the handle's interior, and features the classic Spyderco round hole for positive one-handed opening. A lanyard hole is present on the FRN grips, and a reversible wire clip allows for left or right side, tip-up or tip-down carry positions, and carries deep in the pocket. The whole thing is held together with 4 Torx screws. With the specs out of the way, I'll just come out and say it. The Spyderco Para3 lightweight is one of my favorite EDC knives that I've ever owned, and I've owned quite a few. I'm a big Spyderco fan to begin with, but I think they really hit the nail on the head with this one in terms of a carry option that saves space, weight, and doesn't really give up any function at all in terms of a folding knife. We'll start with ease of carry. One of the reasons I gravitate towards throwing this knife in my pocket so much is that my job requires quite a bit of public interface. Not to the point where carrying a knife gets me into trouble, but I like to keep a low profile with my EDC to a certain extent. The wire clip doesn't draw much attention, and barely any of the knife itself is visible in the pocket. Again, not a huge deal if your knife draws unwanted attention, but it works for my lifestyle. Its lightweight and profile make this knife so unobtrusive that I pretty much forget it's even in my pocket. Another reason its weight helps it be such a carryable knife is that when I'm home, I'm very often wearing gym shorts, and since I'm rarely knifeless, dropping this into the waistband of shorts is no big deal at all. So you catch my drift here, because it's so easy to carry, it ends up getting more use than knives I pass over because of their size or form factor. Ergonomically, it's Spyderco through and through, and what I mean by that is that Spyderco takes time in making their handle designs feel good in the largest variety of hands possible. There's obviously not a ton of real estate here because it is a fairly compact knife, but Spyderco made the most out of it, and it will feel familiar to those of you who have a Paramilitary 2. I have come to love the jimping on the top of the blade and on the finger choil, allowing you to choke up for more precise cutting tasks. The texture on the FRN handle is a good balance between more aggressive G10 and a smooth handle. It won't tear up pockets, but it's still easy to hang on to. I'm not much of a blade steel expert, but I'll just say that this CTS BDN1 has been easy to keep sharp, and I've had no corrosion issues to report at all. I've had this knife for 2 years now, and it's seen a lot of carry and use and has been a go-to blade for most of that time. I use it for all sorts of things. Day-to-day stuff at work and around the property like opening packages, cutting cordage, sharpening pencils, breaking down cardboard, in the garden for pruning back various plants, and since it usually finds its way into the woods with me, I've even used it for some light bushcraft work. It has accompanied me on a few camping trips and has served as a food prep knife and an eating utensil. It's pretty much done everything that I would ever ask of a folding pocket knife and then some. As you can see, it's holding up quite well after all the use. A fairly regular touch-up with the leather strop, the fine stones on my sharp maker, or my Spyderco double stuff sharpening stone keeps the edge sharp and ready to use. Wrapping it up, I have no intention of selling any of my folding knives at this point, but if I had to get rid of them all except for one, the Para3 lightweight would be a top contender. Thanks for watching this video, folks. If you got anything out of it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up.